Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cold Turkey 14. Terry Miller, the disc golf guy, bringing you some action out at the Gray Fox course in southeastern Wisconsin. This is the second and final round, and I even have a special guest. We've got RPM, who's the title sponsor of the event, so I figured coming from the other side of the country, or the other side of the world, in fact, Tyler Brickley.
Yeah, Dave. Good
Tyler, how we doing?
Hey, good day, guys. Thanks for having me, Terry. Yeah, I appreciate that. With RPM being the main sponsor, it makes a lot more sense for me to be on.
It certainly does. Now, you've got to have friends over in New Zealand like the RPM guys, don't you?
Yeah, well, I have 7 friends, and only 3 of them are in New Zealand, and none of them are the RPM guys. So, no.
Well,
To answer your question, no. Sorry.
Well, we'll have to change that. Well, we're here. I know it's a little goofy, but we're starting on hole 11. This is our top lead card from the tournament. They played one round in the morning at the same exact course, and now here we are taking on the course to wrap up the event.
So, is it true that the cold turkey is, made famous by the fact that all of these guys were chain smokers at the beginning of the round, and none of them smoked during it, and they're all absolved from their addiction by the end?
That would be a great incentive, but it really is named that because it always comes the Saturday immediately following Thanksgiving. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yeah, sorry,
I'm not. Holiday?
No, I'm not in tune with American holidays. I thought it was a smoking thing.
No, well, this is Donny Ferguson for Team Prodigy. Starts off with a birdie here.
So, did you say this is round 2?
This is round 2, and it's the second round. So they played one round in the morning. This is one of the shorter days of the year, so we had to keep things moving. They got one round, we got some great lunch, and now here we are for the second and final round, and this is your lead card. And our leader, MB Heasley, David Heasley as I like to call him, just carded a birdie as well. So we're going to move over to the tunnel shot on hole 12.
What did you have for lunch?
Pizza. Very.
Said it was a great lunch.
Pizza down the road. The Legion worked with us to get some really homemade pizzas, not out of a box. They were great.
Who was the first guy that just threw that one? That was very good.
That was David Heasley. He actually is the closest resident to this course.
So he's kind of cheating.
Little bit. You could say he's got a home course advantage. Actually,
Yeah.
Robert Martin lives pretty close as well. So
Is that who this is?
that's Robert right there. Yep. Just making it up the gap.
Is the basket up and to the left?
It's straight ahead, and it is a Discraft chain star, and it's a little bit blended with the gray day that we have. So it's dead straight.
I'm sorry. What is this guy wearing? It reminds me a lot of the. Have you seen that meme with the cat in space? Yeah. Is he got a meme for a sweater?
He might. I know that he's sponsored by, I think he works with Just Throw. That's Donny Ferguson here.
Everybody's got a thing. Some people are very good at putting, and some people, dress very snappy. And is that the only reason why he's on this lead card?
I'll be the first to admit I've never seen Ryan Stilson. That's who we're talking about. I've never seen him play before. The other 3 guys I'm quite familiar with, and this was my first time seeing Ryan. So you and I are both going to learn about him.
It's hard not to see Ryan. I mean, he just pops. There's just so many neutrals and grays and drab, and all the fall and winter colors and whatever. And then bam! Yeah, there he is.
You're right. You can't miss him. This is him for birdie.
Go. It looked good from this side. Yeah, there's nothing on it. It might be a tie-dye job. You know that guy, Mark Miller? He does some cool tie-dyes for disc golfers.
Oh, no.
He was thinking about his next tie-dye purchase and wasn't cleaning that one up.
Donny takes the bogey. It's a little bit of a bonus bird. If anyone's getting up there for the 2, that's usually pretty solid here. This is a shorter pin of the 2 that are offered on this hole.
But you got to hold it pretty straight for a little bit out of the gap. So yeah, good bird for sure.
I'm going to move over to the island hole. You should know all about islands, being in Australia and all.
It takes quite a while to remember that it is an island, because you can drive for hours and hours and it just seems like anything else. But then you hit the ocean and you're like, oh crap, I can't get out of here.
Well, anywhere on the wood chips is safe. Look at that shot by David.
Wood
Safe?
chips. What wood chips?
Yeah, I guess they're a little beat down and maybe almost washed away, but
not the asphalt.
no, the asphalt. If you land surrounded by the asphalt,
Like that,
you're
right?
out of bounds.
That's out of bounds.
No, he's gone deep. So actually, I believe he's safe there.
Okay, listen, I'm very confused. You said island.
It is. There's an island, and then you can go deep or short of the island, so that's safe as well. You just can't land on the asphalt.
Right. I got it. Here goes Ryan. Oh, yikes. So, but that's still safe?
Still safe. I think those trees saved him.
The asphalt's sort of like a river, like around the green, sort of like making the green an island.
Yeah, kind of something like that.
I get it. Well, why didn't you just say that? That it's an island hole. Oh, wow, what a putt.
Good run by Donny. And if someone said that they watched Cale Laviska throw, and then they watched Donny throw, and they were confused which was which, they'd be right. Donny very much mirrors his game, or Cale mirrors his game off of Donny's, one of the two.
Yeah, you don't know. See, people tell me all the time, hey, you remind me so much of your little brother. And I'm like, you know what? Forget you, man. I've been around a lot longer than he has. Who do you think learned his stuff from who? Do you have a little brother, Terry?
I don't.
Well, it's very annoying. You can just imagine being very annoyed by something. Like if you post on Facebook a question about travel and what people do with their dirty laundry, like on airplanes. You can imagine like posting a hypothetical question, but giving very specific instructions as how you want people to answer and having none of them follow those instructions. Like, doesn't that sound annoying?
It definitely does. You'd think people could follow simple instructions.
Simple instructions. Not that that's ever happened to you, ever, but it would be terrible if it did.
And David still has the honors here as we're going up hole 15. And actually, I believe this is hole 14 as we're heading down the tunnel.
Oh, I'm just going to hold my finger over the 15 for this round, for this hole, so I don't get confused.
There is road on the right side. And then if you really just throw it dead straight with a little finish to it, you should be putting.
So who's this guy?
This is Donny.
And he out of bounds.
Yes.
Okay, that was
yes.
Donny.
I was confused though.
This is Ryan. Yes, maybe it's one of those like, yes, I'm so glad I suck at this game. He's actually berating himself. Hey, nice. Oh man, I thought that was good, Ryan. I niced him.
He did. That tree might have saved him from out of bounds as well. So Donny's approaching from near the side of the road.
Yeah, that's getting even worse. Who's this guy?
This is our this is our leader, David.
Oh, okay.
And David, I think, has such potential to be one of the top players in the Midwest. It's he's a teacher. He's a math teacher by day, and on the weekends he's been caddying for a very exclusive ball golf course. So he doesn't get out and practice as much disc golf as he really should.
Is he as pretentious as he sounds?
No, he is honestly one of the nicest guys you could possibly meet.
Siri just thought I was talking to... Shut up, Siri. I'm trying to do something professional.
I didn't want to hit one of these trees.
So this is Donny.
Yes. Little patent pending.
I think I'm going to have all their names by the end of this hole. But where is Robert?
Yeah, he's going to be probably throwing
That's
maybe next.
Ryan.
And this is Ryan trying to save his par.
Do you think he's gonna?
He might.
He did.
Very impressive. Good putt.
Is that Ryan?
No, this is our buddy Robert Martin.
Or Rob? Dang it. That's what I meant to say. Is that Robert? Because I hadn't seen him yet.
He also walks away with a par.
And that's David.
It is.
This is kind of how I do with my wife and kids. I have 4 kids, the same number as the guys on this card. And so you're kind of like my wife in this scenario. Like we're out eating lunch after church or something. And I'm like, okay, now which one's that one? And then I haven't seen this one for a while. That's this one, right?
Do they ever come in with double bogeys or birdies?
They yeah, when they're out in the yard for a while, maybe they'll find a birdie or something.
All right, over on hole 15, one would argue that this could be considered a par 4.
I'll argue it. This could be considered a par 4, Terry. Prove me wrong.
Well, it's very tough to get all the way to the pin, but David got a little redirect.
How dare you, Terry? This is a par 4 all day long.
Robert is low. Man, I got to thank Rode microphones for picking up that sound, huh? Off those wet tee pads.
Can't get past that.
Are you sponsored by them or something?
Well, I just figured with them being Australian, it's an Australian company.
Oh yeah, I knew that. Everything Australian I know about. So of course I knew that. Now where did Donny go there? Is that
He
all right
took a
to be up
route.
to the right?
It is, and to be honest, I've never seen someone intentionally do that. That was very impressive. He's just trying to take this corridor out of play by throwing it way wide right, and I've never seen someone attempt that, and it takes a pretty big pull to do so.
Ooh. Good try, right?
Well, that slopes right down to the parking lot, so I don't think you want to go down there.
Ooh.
Yeah. Look at this shot. What do you call those in Australia?
That's a thumbie. Yeah, he threw a thumbie right up on the top of the disc there, but he also nailed a tree with it, so it's not a good thumbie.
No. And again, Donny just taking that entire area out of play by going wide and past it all, and then playing up on the backside of the green. Something I learned.
David, it's his to lose, right? I mean, I know we've got like 14 holes, 15 holes or something left, but he's got a significant lead. Maybe not. I don't know. I was.
No, you're right. If you're doing
for a
some math,
second, and I'm like, Terry's seen this. Maybe I should be reading into his lack of response that he's like, well, actually, you don't know. He's about to break his kneecap off on the next hole.
No, you're definitely right.
Happens.
He's got 6 strokes on Robert right now, and looks like, what is that, 9 on Ryan after the bogey and 10 on Donny. So this is absolutely David's to lose, and there's only one other card of players, and they started 5, 6, 8 strokes behind this card. So this, David's starting out with like a 1040 rated round.
Wow.
Not too bad.
No, that's quite good.
See the wind picking up. A little bit chilly. It's what, Saturday, November? I don't know, right after Thanksgiving, November 30th.
In there somewhere. It's fall, winterish fall, end of year time.
And temperatures in the mid 40s or so out there with some high winds.
Thanks to the proactive group, I actually have been managing my complexion with them for about 15 to 20 years now. So appreciate those guys keeping us all looking our best.
And also providing trophies.
Oh, I must be thinking about someone else.
Whoa, and another kick for David. That's back-to-back holes.
No, he
with
knows
good
it.
kicks.
He's the local guy. He hits that tree 9 times out of 10. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, just a little bit strong.
Is it
A little
deep?
bit strong.
Okay. Yeah, I guess if it's only 270, it looks like it's a little downhill as well. Is that going to be deep too?
A little bit as well. I like the line, but just a bit too much power. Really applauding him.
I am very much going for Ryan. I know he's got a long way to go, but he's my guy. He's my horse in this race.
And why is that? Is it the cosmic?
Yeah,
attire?
I feel like we have a cosmic connection, you know? And I don't know if it's just because he's wearing the cosmos on his person right now, but come on! That's what I'm talking about. It's my guy, Ryan Stilson. That's what I say to my boys all the time, you know, they're bouncing around and I say, hey, be still, son. Stop yapping. I'm trying to watch Terry Miller on YouTube.
Oh, and Donnie just not reading the wind correctly. That's a tongue twister.
He got Stilsoned, is what happened.
Big putted.
Yep. You think David and Robert are thinking, man, I thought that was just a funny guy in a funny sweatshirt, but man, that putt makes me be a little bit more scared of my 7-stroke lead. See, and he's about to shove it down their throats with this one right here.
So this is absolutely a par 4, if we were to correctly mark them.
Oh, yeah.
That is a really good landing area.
Yeah.
The hole plays up and to the left. He still has at least 150 feet uphill to the pin from there.
Stilsoned. He's feeling it. He's feeling the heat. That one looks... Oh. God, that was probably only a few inches away from being really good.
You're looking for about a 325-foot straight shot. And if it finishes just left, that's all right. But you don't want to be there.
Mm-mm. Nobody wants to be Robert Martin right now. Oh, they seem very pleased with that. It looked like he just went back in the trees. Is that not right? Is that actually where you're supposed to go?
Yeah, that actually opens. That's he found the landing zone. That's right where you want to be. I mean, see, there's an arrow right there in the fairway. If you saw that, it tells you where to throw.
The local authorities are still looking for the vandals who stole that sign. The TD was actually taken into custody immediately following this coverage.
See, he's just pointing you that way.
Oh, we got another thummy.
Ooh.
Oh, that looks very... Ooh, too strong.
David does have some baseball in his jeans. He's a very good baseball player and
He's
a baseball
carrying
coach.
a baseball in his jeans.
Some might say that.
We better move on.
Hear a little bit of rain coming down as well now.
All right, drain it. Is this Ryan's drive?
Yeah, it is. This is
Fantastic. We got an eagle look. Lift. It's all right. My guy's smart. He knows. He's just gonna lay up for the birdie. He didn't even want that one to go in.
just playing for the easy tap in.
What are we looking at?
Yeah, Donnie's fighting.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
So he started on 11. So this is our sixth hole. It doesn't matter. Let's not back ourselves into the corner of trying to do that math on live television.
Yeah, I think this is our 6th hole, and this is about the 6th or so throw for David at this point. He's
11th, 12th,
ugh.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So it's 7th hole. Did we skip one?
I don't think so.
There was that hole 15 thing where it was actually hole 14 was that. You know what? It's not important. Let's just move on.
Yeah, we're
Here's
on our
my
7th
guy.
hole.
Here's
This
my
is
guy,
the guy.
Robert, who's
Or
Orion.
Ryan.
I do that with my kids too. Yeah, this is my favorite child. And then I call him somebody else's name. Now, how is that a bogey?
I don't know. He must have thrown one more shot that we didn't see in there.
Oh, right.
Or my
I'm so
graphics could be
sorry.
wrong. Anything could be wrong.
Nah. That couldn't happen.
Never. And Donnie's in for the double bogey. Again,
I
this
bet
is
they're gonna
considered a
give-
par 3 on here.
You're gonna give David a triple boat. Oh, okay. So it's not a 4. All right. So
Yeah, one could argue this should be a par 4.
no, I'll let this one go. I'll let somebody else argue it.
Donnie's company just throw, a sponsor here. Appreciate it, Donnie. Let's move on to the picturesque hole 18. Look at this.
Come on, Ryan. He's laced it. I don't know where the basket is, but I'm going to assume that was really good.
Yeah, it's right
Oh.
there. I'll pan over for you.
All right. It's pretty good.
So he's about pin high, probably 55 feet to the left.
I mean, there are a lot of options in terms of, trees you can hit on your way to the basket.
Yeah, you really want to go straight up the middle here with a little less stability, though.
Yeah.
It's up and hard.
Oh, yeah.
All the way there. Easily. Yeah, that came all the way back.
Oh, wow. So David now is at 4 under.
Yeah, he's been losing some strokes here. Well, that triple bogey.
Ouch. So,
Yeah,
Terry, can I be completely honest with you, for the first time in the last 30 minutes? I actually was more or less rooting for Ryan because I thought he was the underdog and he has the funky sweater, and so I'm like, well, it's endearing. So I'm going to kind of align myself with him. But I'm actually starting to think that he might have a legitimate chance. It's only 5 strokes now.
yeah.
And he's got the momentum.
He does. David clearly is struggling here. He had the triple bogey, and then he had a terrible tee shot really here on 18, and now he's just trying to get up and down and save a par. And Ryan's going to be putting for birdie here. This is your guy.
I'm very, very nervous right now.
Is that the birdie train you hear in the distance?
Come on. Wow, that was pathetic. Ryan, I'm gonna pull him off to the side before we go to the next hole. Listen, get it together.
The next hole is the shortest and easiest on the course, so we'll look for some fireworks there.
Ouch.
Donnie.
Okay, David could really take back some momentum with this one.
Yeah, this is to save his par.
Ooh. All
Or
right.
not.
The momentum is still in flux.
Fun fact, it was myself and Tom Jenkins were the primary course designers here at this course about 10 years ago. And it's been great working with Kenosha County Parks in order to make this course a reality. It had just a 9-hole course on the other side of the property, just on the other side of the parking lot. And they said, we'd like to fix that. And when I got out there, I said, wow, you've got enough room for 18 additional holes, and we should fix your 9-hole course. And now there's 27 holes at this course.
And those moles are looking kind of weird. Get those checked out as well. And have you thought about eating better? Is this like the only course that you've ever designed? Because that's not your normal gig, right? Normally you're kind of a face on the internet.
No, I've done somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 courses, and this is probably one of the best pieces
Wow.
of property I've been given as Ryan.
I have. It must be a pretty big neighborhood. But that is very impressive. I didn't know that about you.
Well,
What
we
else
are-
do we not know?
Oh, there's plenty. Like, ooh.
Tell us the weirdest. Tell us the thing that might get you arrested for saying it right now.
I did take my drone to this course once, and I think there's a sign that says no drone flying on this property.
Wow.
So I mean, I could get in trouble for that, but I crashed it before I could get any footage. So that's why you don't have any previews.
That's karma if I've ever heard of it right there. Ah, David. Okay, back to the action. David missed a momentum swing, and now Ryan is about to bang it right into the heart of this Mach 5 basket on the front of it. Like I said, he's going according to the plan we set up.
Robert's gonna get the shortest one on the course.
Ah, jeez. Nobody.
Donnie's got it though, so
Donnie.
it doesn't matter.
Oh,
He's
there's no
looking to
way
pick
that
some strokes up.
everybody misses the 180 footer. Oh, that was brutal. Look at him. Look at him. He's gone. He's back to his car. He's going to drive back to his uncle's house where he's staying for the weekend.
Oh, so the one really good-looking putt doesn't find its way in.
Oh, man.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
Look, they're all commiserating.
There's nothing good about 4 pars on that hole. But thank you, Ryan Pilcher, for being a tremendous supporter and Patreon sponsor and tournament sponsor and helper. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan. I really appreciate everything that you've done for Terry. It means a lot to me.
And here's your Ryan.
For goodness gracious, Ryan. Get it together. Your reputation is linked to mine at this point. That's pretty good.
That's a great shot. This is a new pin position. Normally they played to a 282 footer, and this one comes in a little over 400 feet. This was added in the last couple of years.
I very much like the design of each of these holes that we've seen so far.
Well, thank you. There's
I'm not just saying that to stuck up to you. I've got different things, in the works for that. This is just a true compliment.
well, thank you, and there are short and long pins on every hole out here for this course. And when we're playing most of the tournaments that I run, I like to play what I call the classic pins, which is a
Classic.
mixture of short and long. So there's about 13 in the long positions and 5 or 6 in the short positions. And that's what I just one day considered is the classic layout. So
Classic. Everybody
Classic.
loves saying that every time you have a good drive on those
just
tee
classic.
boxes. You can turn around. Oh, that was classic.
Yeah.
Classic Terry. Good drive on 5 or whatever.
So we see these guys struggling just a little bit.
Yeah. So David has actually lost another one. So Ryan is not doing good, but if he can hold steady, David might meet him at 1 over par. That would be
And-
very sad if that's what happens. I'm very sorry if that's what actually happens. Oh no. Oh, he looks so sad too.
Not the brutal rollaway he had on 17, but
Yeah.
here's Robert, who's right in the mix as well, sitting at +1.
Well, yes, he is, but he's not my guy. Ah, okay.
Maybe he should be. You want to change your
He
mind?
should be. Can we take a commercial break and come back? And Robert Martin's going to be. No, I'm still right. He's going to bogey here, right? Ugh, freaking Ryan.
And Donnie, who had the best drive in the group, able to get up and down, and he's walking away with a par. That's you'd never be upset with a par on hole number 2. Never.
Okay.
Ever. I mean, ever.
No, that's right. I believe you. But what if? No, never. Okay.
No, never. Even if you parked it, you'd be
Do
like,
you
well,
suppose?
I need to take a par here. That's the right call.
Ugh, Ryan's atrophying at the same rate that David is. The Proactive Sports Group. All right, I see that now. He really laid into that one.
Yeah, and that's a pretty good looking shot, just a bit left, a little kick out you saw. It recesses into a bowl area, and it's on the back side of that. So about 60 feet further is where you'd find
It
the
reminds me of
basket.
a boil that I had for a few weeks last summer. What?
You really laid into
Did I?
that one as well?
No, it recesses into a bowl, around the backside.
Okay.
Here goes Ryan with the roller. Come on now. Oh, yikes, 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 yikes.
Yeah, you don't want to be there.
Robert Martin's always kind of been my guy because of his nice. Wow, look at David.
Yeah, that
Oh my gosh.
that might be the third or fourth time we've seen him get a very fortuitous kick.
He is. Oh, no way he's going to save it. That would be very good. Ryan, you're breaking my heart, man.
Well, it's good that we can see him thanks to the colorful attire here. Otherwise,
Oh, yikes. There he is again. This is 4 strokes later. Terry just had the decency to cut
trim a few.
the intermediate ones out of the...
I believe Ryan is also sponsored by Johnny Harrison and Plastic Addicts out of Illinois. So shout out to Johnny Harrison and Plastic Addicts.
Yeah, prayers sent out to those plastic addicts. I feel so bad for they're trying so hard. But, it's a very serious... I hope to be part of the plastic addiction conversation in 2020. It's just something that we can't ignore anymore.
Come on, really?
Ah, David. I'm sorry because he's a fellow disc golfer and I hate to see that happen to anyone. But I'm very excited to see him imploding just because of what it's doing for the drama of this card. When he was 8 strokes ahead and it's like, all right, David's got... But now it's like, wow, we've got a game.
Yeah, David is trying to make this a lot closer than it really maybe should be.
He's a good guy. He's just doing it for the fans, depending on, what happens to this on YouTube.
And speaking of which, thank you for joining us. I know coming in all the way from Australia just to be able to do the commentary. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's like 3 a.m. right now.
And you're not used to
Probably.
weather like this, are you? I mean, you don't normally see these kind of conditions.
No, I've never. No, absolutely. No, you see, and people get that mixed up. I'm actually from Australia, but I live in the States now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's just, I'm not too familiar with it, but I do live here. Now, those guys, RPM, they're probably enjoying some warm weather right now, having a couple tinnies out of the chili bin.
I don't know if they do that in Auckland, but we'll say that they do.
Yeah, probably.
So hole 4, 375 feet. I'm standing about a third of the way down the fairway, just trying to get the swing around because they have to navigate around a clump of trees. And it's really a turnover flex shot that they're trying to throw here. Here's your guy, Ryan.
And maybe it's that big floppy glove. I wonder if that's setting his tempo off at all. Obviously, it is. Wow, that looks thick.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, David's woes continue. Well, it's a very easy par from there, but Well, yeah. 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 I'll take
Now,
off the very. It's an easy par from there.
now, one thing that I noticed about David with this round is it looks like he
He's
kind of
playing very badly.
looks like he kind of adjusts his disc and then takes like a half swing warm up, like we kind of see by like a Nate Doss. I feel like he throws a little fist fake pump up there that is reminiscent of the 3-time world champion Nate Doss.
Oh, that was a good out for a second, but it's still happening. Ah, wow.
All right.
What is Ryan got himself into?
So he wanted to confirm as to whether or not he is inside or outside 10 meters.
Oh, come on! Let's go, Ryan! My guy, always my guy. He was at the start. I've never considered dropping him from my team.
Both him and Robert within 3 strokes of David. But Robert is going to be taking the bogey.
Oh yeah, finally.
Wow.
Solid.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Still almost missed.
This is like, do you remember that one time that Phil Mickelson just had to double bogey or better, hole 18 at some major tournament in the other golf, the one we don't speak of? And he triple bogeyed it. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. And this this feels like David's trying to make it so much tougher than it really is. Now, to also set the stage a little bit, the back half of this course, meaning holes 10 through 18, definitely play tougher than the front half. So they're finishing on the easier portion of this course. And
So
we're
you're
about
gonna
to see
see
that
a
by the birdie right here,
A
probably.
lot of 2s and 1s, probably. Ooh,
Maybe.
that would have been fun if I had called it. Here we got a thumbie. David just needs to do these exclusively from here on out if he wants to have any chance, I think.
That's put him just deep of the basket. As you can tell, it's down in a little recessed area. Here's a reverse thumbie.
Ooh. Yeah.
Do you have another term for those?
For the reverse thumbie?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. So it looks like Robert is going to putt now for a long birdie and just missed it. I'll text it to you after the round.
Now that you've seen this course, as we're watching David line up for a birdie.
Ah,
Nice.
all right. He's got the momentum.
I've
look at
got to
that
wonder,
truck.
what is your favorite course in Australia?
Well, Oak Pines is pretty good. I'd say Laureate Park is one of my favorites. Oh, Ryan, way to go, way to go. They have the Auckland Open every 4th year at Toryville Municipal Park, and that was pretty good.
Yeah.
All of those are definitely up there. And that's all I have to say about them.
All right, well.
It's quite literally even more than I can say about them. So there's that.
All right, and Donnie taking the birdie. Thank you, Sam Martinson, again, huge Patreon supporter. And
Does that mean like he's overweight?
no, it just means that he is a tremendous guy and a great supporter.
Just that you didn't really clarify it with tremendous.
Thank you.
I was surprised actually. It's like, wow, that guy's supporting Terry on Patreon and he's just calling out his health decisions.
This one is uphill, 218 feet, probably plays closer to 260 feet. And you need to throw something that
Doesn't do
bends
that.
to the right and then comes back and finishes to the left. So you need to turn something over.
Mhm.
So even though it's only 218 feet, you're going to find most people throwing something sharp. Not like a knife, but like I know what you were already thinking.
Is that the only stipulation?
Not a throwing star either. All right, just
What?
sharp edge disc.
My tomahawk didn't make it even half as far as I wanted. Come on, Ryan. He looks like he's just pitching back out. Oh, he was okay. He was deep of it.
Able to give it a run. Got a little kickback.
Mm-hmm.
Robert from a few feet closer. And you can see the chase card excitedly waiting on the next hole with anticipation.
Yeah, they look very excited.
They are fully enthralled
Jumping.
in what's happening.
Is that a rave or the chase card? I can't quite tell. So what's going to go down here? We got a lot of pars. Is it what's happened?
Yeah, that's what seems to be lining up here. Is a bunch of pars, which on a good day you should probably see 2 or 3 birdies on this hole. So I'm not sure these guys are feeling it.
Yeah. It doesn't look like it's a great day though. So I mean, you can't fault them. On a bad day, you're not going to see any birdies. You're going to see full pars. Hopefully. Come on, Ryan. Good one. I hope I get to hang out with that guy someday.
He lives in Illinois.
Not going to happen. Hey, Ryan, if you're at GBO, look me up. I'm the guy in the hat.
Another shout out for Ryan Pilcher, not the same Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan. He gave twice on Patreon. So we shouted him out twice. Ugh, that could have been worse. Ooh, just like that. Just in case you're having trouble visualizing how Ryan's shot could have been worse, and see David's taking my advice. Ooh, does it cut that sharply to the right? Early?
It does for the short pin. So
but
no, we're not playing to that one.
Follow-up question: are we going to the short pin?
No, and
bummer.
so straight ahead, all the way to that far tree line is essentially where the opening is to the pin. So this also is going to come in a little bit tight. Yeah. So now you can see the basket just off to the edge of the screen there.
Ryan, careful. Remember, sidearm is not your strong suit, but oh wow, he's super good at sidearms. I keep telling him he needs to throw those more.
So there's David right next to the short pin, that white PVC pipe.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, that's a mistake you just shouldn't have been making.
Yeah.
As opposed to mistakes you should make.
There are a lot of others that he could have, that would have fared better if he had made those. Wow, that was a bizarre skip. Oh, look at him. He's just disappeared in there.
Would you guys refer to that as in the bush?
Well, the bush is, yeah, like it's more than just the bushes. It's more like the forest, like where he is right now. So yeah, that's exactly how we'd refer to it. It's in the bush. Now he's straining his hammies. His Adam hammies.
Adam has won a tournament on this course before, so that was a great reference for you.
I remember. Yeah, I was standing there on 17, when he made that tap in. Wow, electric. Oh, Robert's putting a lot of thought into this one. Do you think he was thinking, I really hope I don't miss to the right? That would be the worst thing that I could do right now is miss to the right. I just can't miss to the right. If anything, I just better not miss. Ah, crap. Oh, David. Is that a double for David or just a single bogey?
That's Donnie, and I think that's. But David,
No, I know. Yeah, no, I know. That of course it was Donnie. I was just
David here is
ahead.
trying to line himself up for a double, potentially.
Now
I
what's
don't.
right? I'm very excited to see what Ryan's gonna get. Okay. Well, still, son. Well, still, son. You got a stroke on the leader, so you're gonna be 3 down after. Oh no, he's gonna be 2 down. He's gonna be 2 back.
And Robert's definitely thinking he doesn't want to miss right.
Wow. Wow. So we've got hole 8, hole 9, and hole 10. There's 3 holes left, and he's only going to be 2 strokes back.
Yeah, we'll have to see if my math was right as to whether this is for a single or a double, and it was. Yeah. Ouch.
Ouch. Did he start at 8 under?
I believe he did start at 8 under, and now he's got just a 2-stroke advantage with 3 holes left to play.
I'm so sorry, David, but also thank you so much. Wow, and honestly, Robert and Donny, and even Ryan to some degree are having a bit of trouble. Nobody's under par, right? On this card.
No, it looks like +4, +2, and +5.
Sorry, I mean like on the day, like this round.
No, they all
Nobody's
started
playing.
under par or better.
Wow. That's very sad. And also, I'm quite happy about it.
Just showing that this Gray Fox course can really show its teeth. And David, in very quick fashion, got up and threw that one. I didn't even get a chance to pan back to him, and he was already throwing. I don't know why he's in such a hurry.
So that's just a decision to put it out. Wow. Put it out in the open. Just early right would be a death sentence. So let's just put it out in the middle of the field and take a par, basically.
Yeah, the hole really plays as a left to right turnover, but these guys all just played out to the left area to play it safe, because in the right would definitely be trouble.
Oh, this would be massive. Yes! Yes! Ryan! That was as massive as the constellation Orion, my guy, Ryan Stilson, in your face, everybody. And just brought the lead to 1 stroke with 2 holes left. Wow. Man, the drama.
They are providing it as Donnie taps in. He's been keeping good spirits about him. I give him a lot of credit. This round has not been going his way, so we appreciate it, Donnie. You're good-natured playing along here. Some days it's just not your day, as he came in as one of the highest-rated players in the field.
Mm-hmm. It's very important that you include the word rated in that sentence. Otherwise, people can get the wrong impression about a guy. Thank you, RPM Discs, yet again. And this is a very important shot.
And you see the...
Oh, and
Oh.
he just did such a good job.
Dancing.
I'm just so proud of him right now.
221 feet. This is the short pin.
Yikes, Robert.
Robert.
Wow, nice double kick back into the fairway.
I mean, this is Packer territory. You can call it the discount double check. I think Aaron Rodgers.
And people will get that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Aaron Rodgers would approve of that. And he plays disc golf.
Oh, nice. And an equally important drive for David, who does not have the momentum, but I think, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
We have got a game. It's a game of disc golf. That's the game that we've got, just in case any of you had tuned out. Welcome back. It's the game of disc golf, everyone. It's quite close.
Donnie is on the, I believe this is the right side of the fairway, just doing what he can to get out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this would be equally as massive. This would demass my guy Ryan's putt on the last hole. And it's look, yeah.
Yeah. Here's
So
Robert.
So you're telling me that Ryan's closer than this? Wow, nice save, Robert. Is that Ryan right there, the orange guy?
I feel like he is,
Wow,
but I feel like he.
I thought his drive was well short of that.
No, that's definitely where he threw it to.
Yeah, check the wind on that 8-footer. This is not the time to be messing around with wind. And that is oh wow.
He has tied it up with one hole left to play. If he makes this, okay, take the garbage bag off. Okay. Just throw our sponsor yet again.
This tension. You know, it reminds me of like my jeans that I hadn't worn in a couple months last date night. You know, I put them on and it's just like, you know, you can feel like something's about to burst at the seams on this card right now.
And as you see, the darkness is coming upon us. Oh, Ryan's forehand is left and way short of the basket by at least 60 feet.
Is that a par from where he's at?
That is a par yes, that is a par.
Okay. So so David's got the hero drive opportunity now.
He potentially can. That's you need to just be wide of that tree.
But David's throwing a thumbie, so that's going to be a death sentence for my guy. Yeah, Ryan. That is very good for him and sucks so hard for my team.
Yeah, Ryan getting confirmation here that David is in fact parked right next to the pin, so he's going to have to run this one.
He's gonna run the next one very hard. He's gonna drain the par putt.
And Robert
So that's
Martin.
it. So David still wins after all that drama, and David's still gonna win.
I mean, he still has, you know, the pressure putt here to close things out.
His putt spits out.
No.
He's full. Yeah, no. What happens, Terry? Stop playing with my mind. Me and Ryan's careers are at stake.
Well, Ryan's lining up his par. He's got to keep the pressure for David to make his. Ooh.
And so David's
all right. So David is stepping up. This is for the win. David to go to 1 under here on the lead card.
Okay, you were just messing
but
what?
no. Tanner Helm comes in from the chase card, ties David, and takes David to a playoff, and Tanner Helm is your winner.
Oh, no.
So you were Team Tanner the whole time.
Yeah, Team Tanner, absolutely.
We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Terry.